Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Put on a Headset, an excuse for 5 friends to get together every week and talk shit about everything. Today I am Loona, joined by
Salty,
Manu,
Beta,
Claro,
and today it's my week again.
Whoa,
so,
fun.
Yeah, we're officially in our second rotation.
I think you went backwards.
You did go
Shut
back.
up! Oh, you did go backwards! Anyway, I thought it would be cool if we talked about one of my personal favorite things, which is Call of Duty Zombies.
Yeah, I think before we get into that though, isn't it kind of crazy that we've actually recorded up to one full rotation?
Before we've even posted a single
Shut the
episode.
fuck up. They don't know how far in advance we record. Okay?
We record 2 months in advance.
But they don't know that.
I did want to pose this question before we got into the main topic. What are your guys' thoughts of the first rotation? Now that we're done with it, I will say this: listening back to the audio, you can definitely see everyone warm up a bit gradually with the recordings. Because I'm so sorry, Loona, but that first episode we were stiff as hell.
Yeah, I shouldn't have chosen such a good topic too.
Yeah, we'll come back. We'll do an apology once we hit a milestone, and we'll go back and redo that.
We gotta start it with the sigh though, the YouTuber sigh.
So what did you guys think of the first? How did you guys each feel the first time presenting, basically?
Extremely confident.
Extremely
unconfident.
I wouldn't necessarily say I was unconfident, but I guess it was just something new that I didn't have any prior experience doing.
It was more just adjusting to the format, huh?
Basically.
I mean, personally, I felt pretty good about it because I have experience with like a lot of public speaking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember, but it was one year.
Oh, the ROTC kid's gonna lecture us about
Oh, yeah.
But there was one time in orchestra, where we were doing the festival and all the seniors went to like lunch or whatever, and I was like, fuck it, I'll take over. And so I was doing the announcements while the mic was broken.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
I never paid attention.
Yeah, I was a background character in orchestra.
I think hosting the video was definitely something that just gets the jitters out of you for the first time.
Yeah.
Because it's like...
I'm glad I got to go first.
Before I hosted my video, I was kind of like, fuck, I'm like the next one. I need to do it right away. And I was just like... And then now it's more like, man, I'm excited to get to my topic now.
Yeah.
I'm excited for my upcoming turns to host.
Well, for me, I've been in ROTC. Yeah, I'm an ROTC kid. I've been to multiple public speeches and all that. And, I'm pretty much used to just speaking out to the public, regardless.
Even that, I feel like one of the biggest things is just getting used to this dynamic. Because, sure, we've been able to talk and just mess around in person, but actually taking it seriously, sitting down, and speaking...
Hey, your fly's down.
Damn.
You want to see more?
What are you looking down there for?
Bro, I literally just woke up. Like, I sleep with my zipper down.
Why? Why do you sleep in pants?
I literally took a 10-minute nap.
Why do you sleep?
Alright, bro, chill. Why do you sleep on the couch, huh? Why do you sleep on the floor?
I sleep on the floor. We've all messed around with like some public speaking, but this is something different.
Definitely something different because this is something that we actually care about.
Yeah.
For the most part.
It's also kind of weird because like I'm talking to you guys, but at the same time I'm talking to an audience that I can't see in a sense.
Yeah,
so it's
a weird experience.
It's a weird.
Just wait until we were able to set up the desktop and have the Twitch chat and Discord chat just live.
Bro, that's the way.
Bro, you mean the rainbow keyboard?
No, Q&As.
First we get the viewers, then we get the e-bitches.
Bro,
what?
No.
Wait, hold up.
Salty is being dropped from this podcast. He has different intentions from us.
I really liked some of the topics we did. I feel like we should revisit them though.
I definitely do.
I feel like we should revisit the entire first.
Once we like actually get way more comfortable, we should revisit the first rotation.
Shit, we're probably gonna expand on this topic too.
Are we gonna talk about Pokemon today?
No.
No, we can talk about.
Get out of here! Throw into the trash.
We already did.
We always talk about Pokemon.
So, to start us off, what would you guys like to talk about? I mean, do you guys want to talk about like each map?
Oh, well, I don't think we actually got a chance to fully introduce the topic, did we?
Yeah.
It's just about. We're just gonna talk about COD Zombies.
Yeah. So like, what do you guys' like early memories with that game? Because like, the reason I got into it was because of beta. Because as a kid, like my parents didn't like buying rated M games. Basically, they were too terrified of the negative influences.
Damn.
That I basically got my exposure was on Kino.
Ooh.
And then I would go over to Beta's house to play it.
That's where my exposure
Yeah,
came
I
from.
think same exposure. I
Same
used to go
here.
to a friend's house over to just play Kino.
You had friends?
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
For me, it's like I saw on the news that Call of Duty Black Ops 1 was just selling like crazy. And so, I kept on begging my parents to get me and they never got me it. So I ended up calling up my aunt and she bought it for me.
Oh.
I would have to play it secretly. Or like sometimes my mom would walk in and just be like, "Oh, that looks like a cool game."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's rated E.
You're
shooting zombies.
This might be a side tangent, but my brother used to do that shit with our parents when he was getting a game. Like, I remember we got one of the old WWE games when they were still good, and then bro, like 2008, that was SmackDown vs. Raw.
Yeah.
Shit was fire. I played that shit for like 3 years.
Right.
But aside from that, when we bought the game, he had told my parents that it was an adventure game.
What?
Yeah.
Not like Black Ops 1 has gun, like a man holding a gun on the front.
Nah, man, just put a sticker over it.
Nah, bro, it's a movie. No, but I got kind of lucky that I had an older brother who's 8 years older than me, and he would buy the games. And because we lived like really crowded in a 2-bedroom apartment, it was kind of like, well, I can see the game already. Like, it's not like I can ignore it on the one television in this room.
It was funny because my introduction to the game was through my brother, and he had gotten the first Black Ops for Christmas, I think. And for whatever reason, he was kind of like anal about letting me play. So like, he would every time he would play, he wouldn't let me play. He wouldn't like let me join split screen because like I did suck back then. But every time he finished, like he would take out the disc, put it in the box, and then take the box with him. So he was like, so then you can't play it. I'm like, what? But like I remember I would try sneaking around, searching the room, and sometimes I'd find it, and like I would play zombies on the DL.
You forget to like put it away one day. He's like, "What are you doing?"
He's gotten mad at me because he's caught me like in the middle of playing. He's like, "Why are you playing my game?" And I'm like, "Bro, it's just a game."
I do the same shit to my little brother.
Fucking dick.
God, I swear, gatekeeping assholes.
Gatekeeping, even.
We ain't bringing this shit back.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie though. When I saw it on the news, I was like, dude, I need to get this game. It was like on GameStop. It was playing through Colo A and all that.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it had like a really small ass TV. It was like probably like a 20-inch TV. And it was heavy still.
Bro, I played on like a old ass CRT TV that I could hear starting up. It sounded like
dude, when you turn it on, like your ears just go.
I got my start actually on World at War. Not to flex or anything.
Okay.
Well. Okay.
Okay, boy.
But so my uncle was a
Leave
big
it to the
fan.
ROTC kid to talk about World War One.
It's World at War, you dumbass.
He knows the actual term.
No, there was 2 types of RO kids. The ones that cared about the military, and then the weebs.
Goddamn.
Can we guess which one you were Modern War?
Were you a little bit of both?
I hated the military. I did it for the credits.
Oh yeah, the way they sold ROTC used to sound so fire.
You got your
because you
health
got
credit,
like every other credit.
You got like every
everything,
credit.
bro. That's why
You get every
it's
credit, but
weird.
the trade-off is you're like the lamest fucking person in the school.
That's true.
Top 4.
Anyway,
Bro,
Sorry, bro.
it's just funny
I
as
had
hell.
to flex.
ROTC kids are the most disciplined. None of them made the top 20.
who the fuck said that?
Do you remember? I guess
Name and address withheld.
Yeah.
he used to brag about ROTC a shit ton, and then he was like,
Well,
like,
because
bro,
he was the top dog.
Yeah, bro, he was like, bro, my dream is to finish top 20 in high school. I was like, bro, I'm 16th. What are you doing? Like, you're not trying hard enough. Like, it's not that deep, bro. You need to look at something else.
All right, before we get sidetracked by school too much, so I started on World at War, and I would play with my uncle and my cousin.
You had an uncle?
Yeah.
You had a cousin?
Not anymore, no.
Wait a minute.
He's not dead, but
He's just not allowed in public.
He's just not allowed within
allowed
500
with-
feet of a school.
Oh my.
But so it was me and my cousin and my uncle, and we would play on Noct and Vrucht and all the other 2. And I remember I could not get past round 5 with my cousin because we were,
Me too.
we were like fucking.
Bro, I remember I would always
I-
get the Olympia and I would fucking
I remember
you.
I remember having games in Kino where it would be a good game if I made it to Juggernaut. Because
Yep.
I remember that fucking like staircase that goes down into the room with Speed Cola was like the worst thing for me because I was just like, oh no, this is it. This is the tight corner. I'm not gonna make it through this.
Okay, so what was my go-to in that game was a mystery box. I used to like go to like the very top left corner of Kino. I would jump up and see if the mystery box is on the left room. If not, I would just start opening the right doors, and I'm just like, I need to get the ray gun and the thunder gun.
You see, I wasn't a smart enough kid to figure that out, so I was always kind of like, oh, it was here last time, like this way.
My cousin just kept on giving me hints and all that, and like my highest round was like 15. If I made it to 20, I was pretty much lucky already.
Well, anything past round 10 was legendary for me back then.
Pretty much.
World at War is still hard. Like, no cap.
They don't have
the World
Bro,
of
my
War
man
didn't
capping.
have perks.
Did you guys ever think that there was like an exit to all the maps?
Like an
Yeah.
Hitler
like an
boss
exit.
fight.
Like,
Hitler boss fight.
Like I swear to God, I always thought I was like, dude, what's the fucking
Bro,
exit? I didn't know that maps were like just
Bro, I used to
continuous.
fi-
I
you
always thought
know,
there was an
My
end to
brother
it.
told me that there's like this hidden Easter egg that like if you get all of the discs, there's like this hidden staircase that comes down from like. And I was like, oh my god,
There's
it's crazy.
another one where like on Kino where there's like a ladder up above. And my cousin was like, oh yeah, I can get on that. And I'm just trying to jump on there, trying to get on it.
Bro, yeah, I used to see the outside. I used to think that because you know how in Kino there's that one part that's the alleyway.
Yes.
You could see like the city outside of
I
it.
always thought you could go out through
Yeah, I always
there.
thought you could. I thought it was gonna be like a Left 4 Dead kind of thing where you like exit the beginning part to go into the city, but no.
I wish it was like that.
I remember too. My uncle was really fucking good at it, and I remember one time his friend came over, and him and his friend got to like round 50 on Derice.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Quick reviving your ass
The
all
thing
the time.
with zombies is I feel like once I get past round 20, I kind of get tired. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it just gets really repetitive.
I feel that way.
Like
Too.
big props to those high round guys who set the
I've always
records.
fallen asleep in him.
Except on Shino Numa.
But yeah,
Shino Numa has like 20 zombies around.
yeah.
Is that the
boom.
one with like the log traps?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And after I think round 211, all the zombies are like insta-killable.
211.
Yeah, because they're like health glitches, and it moves back into the negative or some shit.
what?
Yeah, that's why some people are like, yeah, I made it to around 1,000. I'm just like, cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that's
the
impressive.
thing with Shino Numa for higher
Pretty
rounds,
much.
it's a matter of your game crashing.
Yeah, bro. My perception of those maps is really weird because at that stage we didn't really have internet, so we couldn't get the DLC.
Oh my god.
So like that concept didn't exist to me that there was more than what was on the disc. So like to me it was Kino, 5, and Dead Ops. And I remember thinking to myself like, oh, I thought 5 was like I wanted to enjoy it as a kid, but as a kid I was kind of like, man, I fucking hate this map.
Because
I
you
think I
couldn't
only
get
like
past the
5
death
because of
counts.
the intro. The whole
Bro, yeah,
Kennedy-
the fucking presidents and shit. That shit made me so hyped for the map, and I was like, man, this shit sucks.
Like when I first started up 5, I was like, alright, I don't know how to get to Pack-a-Punch, like I never knew. But when I got
Same.
the freeze ray, I was like, oh yeah, I'm unstoppable.
Wasn't that considered one of the worst Wonder Weapons?
It was.
Still
It
is.
was-
Winter's Hell sucks dick.
Yeah, they buffed it in the remake of the map, but it's still
It
not
sucks
the best.
so bad, but like every single time I got it, I was like, damn, I'm so overpowered. And Scientist dude pops up, and I'm just like trying to run away. I don't know where he's
Bro,
at.
I hated that guy.
Dude,
I
he
hated that
he
fucking
grabbed my
Thank God
gun
he
and I
wasn't in the remake.
screamed and I threw my controller. What the?
He was literally the only reason I didn't like that map. Because, like, I thought the whole teleporters were super dope. I was able to get into the Pack-a-Punch.
Yep.
I think my brother did it, and I just, like, knew because of him. But, and the crawlers, the whole elevator, I thought that was sick. I was like, wow, you get to go to, like, different tiers, different levels. But then, when you go into the stupid lab,
I hate that lab.
I'm not gonna cap.
That you
I
could
didn't.
pack a punch because I swear to God,
Zombie men go burr.
I swear to
Literally.
God, I didn't know that you could pack a punch until probably maybe Black Ops 2.
Oh,
And
dude,
that's when I realized I was like, you can make your weapon stronger. I don't have to deal with. I don't have to.
you think that's bad? I didn't learn what perks were until Black Ops 3.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm dead ass.
Nah.
Because
Bro.
my neighbor was over and we were playing Shadows of Evil, and I always viewed it as like an arcade mode, like, yeah, kill the zombies, whatever. And he's like, "Where's Juggernog?" And I went, "What's Juggernog?" And
he
it
was
was
like,
like my
"What?"
eyes had been open.
Dude, Shadows of Evil made me get back into zombies because
Same.
all the perks being in different locations of the map and just trying to get all the perks fat.
Bro, what do you mean?
fast
What do you
as
mean
fuck.
that being a thing? That was a thing in every game, wasn't it?
No, because
No.
I thought you-
Juggernaut was never in a different location every
No,
single
I thought
time.
you remember you were talking about the transition from Black Ops 3 to Black Ops 4 perks.
No, like the
Ugh.
whole.
But yeah,
Yikes.
going back to my point earlier, I didn't play the Black Ops 1 DLC maps until I was like 17 when I had a job because I was just like, man, I never got the DLC back then. Let me just get it now. And bought like an old ass season pass.
Dude, I played it on the freaking phone.
So
What?
Whole Call of Duty.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Did you play it on the Wii?
Fucking
No.
iPhone zombies.
That was a thing?
Yeah.
It was
Like zombies on the iPhone.
They
Like,
didn't.
they had
They
a-
killed it though.
They had Ascension, they had Dead Ops Arcade, they had pretty much everything except for Moon and Shangri-La.
Do you
Alright,
guys?
yeah, let's talk about the maps.
Do you guys remember the first gun you guys ever pack-a-punched?
No.
Yes.
My gun. I don't remember the name of the gun, but it was the full round burst from Black Ops 2.
G11? Oh wait.
It was
Black
like
Ops
the
2?
M8A1.
M8A1.
Oh.
The M16.
No, the M8A1 from Black Ops 2. It's like the
It's a full
M8
round burst.
I'm trying to think of it.
The M8.
It has like that weird like
Like trapezoid shape, kind of.
yeah. It's like
It's got
tan
the iron
colored.
sight on the top rail.
I kind of get it. Is it that one that's in transit after you leave the starting depot? That's in the tunnel.
Sure.
No,
No, that's the
that's the
M16.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's
I
what I
keep
keep remember.
remember. I don't remember what it was.
But yeah, Black Ops 2 is the first year I super got into that game.
Do you know the M8A7? It kind of looks like that.
Oh, yeah.
We all have phones, bro. Why are we just describing this gun?
So the listeners can visualize
The
these
first
weapons
gun
with
I
us.
pack-a-punched was a G11 from Black Ops 1.
I'm
And that
impressed
thing
y'all
sounded
can
cool.
remember.
It went
Oh,
I think
Oh,
I
mine,
remember that
I
gun.
think mine was the Cuda from Black Ops
Ooh.
3.
I think the ray gun Mark II from...
that's the first
That
gun
was
you
the
ever
first
patched?
one?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's as far as I can remember.
I mean,
probably,
it's not
probably
that
could have been something else,
impossible.
but as far as I can remember.
There was another thing when on Black Ops 1, the crossbows. Amazing.
yeah, you
Were
won't
they?
live
The
it down
crossbows
because
were a
every time you
zombie
get the
weapon?
fucking NX Shadow Claws, you're like, oh, I gotta pick a
No, but the crossbow, like you shot it and it's literally a freaking monkey
Oh, what?
on Black Ops 1.
I was gonna say, it's like, you're talking about Black Ops 3 crossbows, the dual crossbows?
Yeah, when you shoot the freaking crossbow on Kino, it just goes
But yeah,
and they all follow.
I remember it was really Transit that got me super into the game. In honesty,
Transit.
Bro,
Dude,
Transit
Transit
is
kind of
great.
killed it
Hold
for
on,
me.
Transit
we'll
goes-
get there.
Transit goes hard.
Well,
Honestly.
I'm gonna have to agree with Clara on
Alright.
this one. Transit do go hard.
We'll get there.
Transit
So,
goes hard when you got people to play with.
Let's talk about the maps. Noct.
Haven't played it.
No?
Nope.
Not
What?
It's too
Noct's
simple.
in every
Yeah, it's
fucking
too
Black
simple.
Ops game.
Yeah.
I like it, but like on Black Ops 3.
Noct is on
As a workaholic.
Is
on Black Ops 3,
World at
it's
War,
definitely super
BO1,
good
BO2
for
in Transit,
Workaholic made it
BO3.
way too easy.
Yeah,
It was not in BO4.
Transit's like a build. It shows up as a building in the cornfields.
Oh, that
Red-
one?
Yeah, that tiny ass one. The original
Yeah,
one.
and then Cold War even has it. It's built into the map, the only map.
And that's actually pretty nice. Like I like the way it was built onto it.
Yeah, but 90% of my deaths are in there.
Too bad, bro. Not anymore. you could have them outside the map now from Noct.
Yeah, actually, we'll get there though. Die Machine is really cool in its adaptation, but Noct classic. Let's see, Verrucht. Fuck
I hate that
Verrucht.
map.
I
Which one
hate
was
it.
that one?
It's the
one
very
that it's the one that's like
enclosed
a
map.
it's like a circular building with a fountain in the middle that they put into
Oh.
And
blackout.
it has the split spawns.
Oh yeah, that one's.
Is it the
that one's
hospital?
Okay.
That's the
Yeah.
hospital? Yeah.
And
I
have you
love
guys
that
ever
one.
played the World at War version?
It's
No.
so
It's
bad.
so fucking creepy.
Wait, isn't that the one that has the minigun at the middle? Or was that never a thing?
It was never.
Well-
no, it didn't have the minigun. It did electric traps.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but the World at War version, the soundtrack is really fucked up. And in the ambient, you can hear a ton of like people screaming in the background,
Oof.
and like,
Ah, no, I hate that sound.
it's really fucked. And I like honestly like people laughing too, like fucking society laugh.
I do know that I like the Death Machine because of that map.
But-
that has a lot of hallways.
Bro,
so.
the amount of times the Death Machine upgrade has killed me in a game,
What?
it's literally so dumb. Because, like, let's say you're in a crowd of zombies and you're just, like, mowing them down, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden you pick up a Death Machine.
And
Ooh,
then,
and then
you're literally like taking like 10 seconds to pull it out. You're just like,
bro, I literally.
I don't think I've ever died because
I
of Death
hate-
Machine. I've died because
I
I've lost a Death
hate
Machine.
that perk. I hate
I
that.
really-
I-
it got
I
improved
avoid-
on Black Ops 3 because you literally get it and you're just like,
I still avoid it in Black Ops 3.
nah, bro.
It's so much better.
It's way
So much
better.
Like if it's too crowded, I'm not going for it.
Understandable.
Like unless I have like a big radius of space, I'm not
The
going
Death
for
Machine will always save you on Black Ops 3.
The
But
Death Machine can kiss my ass.
so Shinonuma,
I like
actually
that map.
I really like Shinonuma. It's my favorite World at War
it.
map.
That's the Swampland one, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
The
it
easy
has-
one?
it's the Vietnam one.
Really?
Shut up.
You like that one more than
Level 1000.
you like that
I
one?
wonder why you like
Wait,
it.
you like that one more than Doris?
Yeah,
Oof.
Damn.
it's just more fun to me.
You
No.
like that you hear them in the trees?
Yeah.
That one homie hung by his parachute.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what's his name?
I know that.
That's an actual character?
Yeah, it's an actual character. He's
Yeah,
he's
Peter
the,
McCain.
He's the same body falling in Grog Krovi.
He's also in Alpha Omega as an actual like character.
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't he the wait? Is he the Avogadro?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
The Avogadro is someone different,
Yeah.
but he's in like the map as part of the Easter egg.
Yeah.
You transfer his soul into one of the mannequins.
How did you guys feel when you guys found out that there was a plot behind the Easter eggs?
very
I was
good.
Dude,
shook.
my eyes
I
were
watched
open.
videos about it, and I was
Hi guys, Mr. Ruffles.
yeah.
I didn't find anything out about Easter eggs until Black Ops 3.
What makes me so sad about it is that now most of those zombie YouTubers aren't zombie YouTubers anymore. They either retired or they transitioned out.
I think Tim Hansen's quitting too. Which is sad. I like him. He's our age.
I followed Rat Austin for the longest time ever. He's quitting.
Yeah.
I liked Glitching Queen because she had like.
Fuck Glitching Queen.
No, I liked it because like her videos sucked, but she had a website and she had like images of how to do the Easter egg, so I didn't have to watch her videos. I could just go to her website and see the images.
I'll never forget the time she leaked the World War II like footage and put her watermark on it. So what they did is they put her watermark on one of the multiplayer maps. It was on one of the nukes that like didn't explode or some shit. So Doris,
It's the classic.
it's the classic. It introduced Pack-a-Punch.
It was the peak of World War Zombies.
What about Moon? Oh no.
That's
No.
Black Ops 1.
Yeah,
The
we're talking
Darius
about.
was so fun.
Doris
going
still
on.
holds up to this day.
Yeah,
Even when
I just bought a copy of World at War on my PS3, and I've been playing it.
my first
Sorry.
experience with that map was on the Giant in Black Ops 3.
Yeah, same. Giant is where I learned how to play zombies properly.
Oh, no, we
That's
learned.
where I learned that Jimothy fooled me.
The giant is where I learned that you could go AFK.
What?
Because there was like an exploit that you could just go AFK if you were playing the giant.
Was it the barrier?
Oh,
thing?
Yeah, it was
That just
yeah.
reminded me, there was like an exploit in like Black Ops 1, but like the very first versions of the game, you were able to actually jump on the barricades. And you
Oh,
would
for
be able to go,
5?
Oh, yeah.
And then they patched that and I was like, fuck. Like, the moment I updated my game, I was like, damn, I can't do this anymore.
and then like you were able to jump from that, like the top of the door onto the tables, and then the zombies couldn't get you. It was the cheapest thing ever, but
You had to,
I thought
like,
it was funny.
break 2 specific spots on the window to get those 2 specific
Uh-huh.
barricades. Yeah, I remember that.
Moving on though to Black Ops 1.
Kino.
The go.
How do y'all think about Kino?
Kino is probably one of the best maps in the entire game. Into all of the games.
I
That's where I got
don't.
introduced, bro.
I think back on it fondly, but I don't enjoy going back to it.
Here's my thoughts
hate
on Kino.
Kino was very easy because
don't
you could
like
just get
Kino.
off the theater thing, get up, get
Yeah,
off.
it's super simplistic.
It was super
That's
simple.
why.
It was
also-
a map
also like
that
a-
I would not think.
Are
would
you
play
one of
with
those
other
fucking people that comments, "Ooh, I remember when zombies used to be just perks and guns."
Oh no, I hate
Oh
that.
my
I
God.
love Pack-a-Punch. I love the double Pack-a-Punch.
Oh,
Like
Yeah.
getting all
No,
that.
the thing, my
the
biggest
third
complaint with
person-
Kino is there's basically just like an entire third of the map no one ever uses.
Yeah, because you would mostly just once you get to the theater, no,
You just
Well,
want the
you want the rock.
you just want the theater and you want that loop basically.
Yeah.
Maybe you did.
Oh, do you?
I've
I've never seen you go into that
You've
area.
never seen me play by myself.
We never when we play together. You don't do it.
Kino was the map that was better when you play it on yourself because no one could fuck you over from training.
Really? Because I really didn't enjoy Kino.
I love
by
Kino.
myself.
I don't really-
It was
If I just wanted to play
mind-numbingly boring.
zombies,
Yeah.
I would go to Kino. If
I don't
wanna
like
play
playing zombies.
with other
I don't like
people,
playing
would
zombies
play
by
on-
myself. In all honesty.
What? I hate all of you. I'm leaving the bar.
Damn, bro, he thought this was gonna be the least controversial take on this.
No, but I actually do like Kino because like it's like
My
the
man.
first map that I got introduced to, and when you like start up the teleport, all you hear is boo.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
the memory of Kino. I don't like
Yeah.
going back to it.
Bro, the secret song that plays in Kino.
We'll get to the
was
songs.
able to get it. I
don't
didn't
even
know
remember
how
what
to
the name
all
of
I
that
knew
one
was
is.
that you
It's
would go
115.
into a random room at some
We
point.
were talking about it literally
It's not
in
from
the
the
car.
Reese.
No,
Oh, that's
that's
Beauty
from
of
Kino.
Annihilation.
Oh
I'm
my
thinking
God.
of Beauty of
Did you ever
Annihilation.
find out like the whole Samantha's room thing? Because I remember that you would find like the film, but I didn't know where to put it.
What are the in retrospect? What does the film even do?
I don't know because I know that it would
It's part of the Easter egg.
It's part of the Easter egg. Yeah.
Because it would
Or
transport you
it's
to
the
Samantha's
Easter egg
room.
because in Black Ops 1 there was a super Easter egg on Moon where you had to get one of the items from each of the maps for the Moon Easter egg. Yeah, that was the film reel was one of them.
I guess that makes more
Wasn't
sense.
effective on Black Ops 3 though. It was only effective on Black Ops 1 where you have to collect the item from each map,
Aw,
and then you're able to do the Moon Easter egg.
damn.
Since we basically talked about 5 already, what do you guys think of Dead Ops Arcade?
I actually
Fuck
really
that
like
episode.
I
that.
Okay.
did like it. It was fun.
The first Dead Ops Arcade, it was okay. It's just
That's the one with the silverback, right?
yeah, Silverback.
I mean, in the second one, the silverback comes back to life, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's a robot.
Damn.
Yeah, and then in the Cold War it's the mama back. She can suck a dick. I fucking hate her.
How
She can
unoriginal.
suck dick?
Bro, blow
Dude,
that
you
mama's
need
back.
to.
Ah.
Dude, honestly, Dead Ops in Cold War is fucking terrible.
It's actually pretty freaking hard. It's not that bad. It's just I don't like the fact that only one person can go first person now.
What?
Yeah. And then it's like you're just chilling in first person, like teabagging and shit, and the other guys are in third person. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so like
Damn.
the other people see you doing different things, while you're just like teabagging in first
I
person.
forgot that you could go into first person in Dead Ops. That was like the funnest
See,
part.
Dead Ops Arcade
You-
1,
I didn't know you could do that.
It's only in Dead Ops 2. I don't know about the
Dead Ops 2 and 3.
3.
Oh, okay. I didn't play Dead Ops after
Because Dead Ops 2, at some point forces you to go to first person, and I feel like that's the hardest part. Because
That's
it's like,
probably one of the best parts about it, because like,
It's
you can
also
just
hard.
mow them down.
yeah, because you have like in third person, you know when they're like behind you and stuff. In first person, you don't.
When I was in third person, I would just like spin the Ryan stick
You
around
just
With the
fucking run around.
flamethrower?
with the
That used
flamethrower.
to be a strat, by the way.
Bro,
They nerfed the flamethrower.
They always do. In Contra, nerf the flamethrower.
Oh, yeah, they did. You can't spam the flamethrower. We
Nice.
played the new Contra remastered. You can't spam the flamethrower anymore. Contra is really short. We sucked at games back then.
I think I still suck at games now.
Oh, that's not understatement.
For me, I just had to learn.
Moving on, we got
Ascension's next.
Ascension. Ascension's too fucking easy. I
Which
hate
one's
it.
that?
No, I
It's
hate
the one with
I
the
hate-
rocket.
It's the one with the monkeys. That fucking.
The stupid monkeys piss me off.
That
Yeah.
shit pisses
Dude,
me
they will
off.
fucking take your goddamn
You can't
perks.
do
It's so,
anything.
okay, I think it's really funny because
No,
the
if you melee a monkey, it goes limp and you can keep smacking it. I realize that. If you time it right, you can smack.
No,
We
but
don't
like,
condone animal abuse.
Yes, we do.
What the fuck?
this is why I hate you.
We don't condone animal abuse, but also fuck PETA.
Fuck monkeys.
they like that was
Okay.
with the 4 perk limit and shit, and so it's like, oh, you just had 4 perks to defend or however many you chose to have, and then the BO3 version, it's like they planned the monkeys for BO3 because they steal your fucking perkaholic,
Yeah.
and oh my god, it drives me insane.
That's why I never run Perkaholic.
They're
I don't
annoying.
know.
Did you guys know that in the BO3 Ascension they actually added what was it? Not Ready to Die, but nobody found it until like a year and a half later.
Oh shit.
Wait, the song?
Yeah.
Yeah, they added it. It was tied to the telephones. Whenever they would ring, you would melee them, and then after you do that to all 3, once you got Pack Punch open, it would play Not Ready to Die.
Yeah, that was actually really interesting when they added that.
Now that I look back on it, I'm just like, Black Ops 1 maps don't really stick around in my memory that much.
Yeah. I don't know how people say Black Ops 1 was the best, because
It
the
was
guns
not.
were dog shit.
Black Ops 2 was the best.
Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 2 through 3 was the most I enjoyed the series.
Black Ops 4, what are you guys talking
Stop
about?
it.
What?
Excuse me? Would you like to
I've
see
only
some-
played one map in
Get
that
outta
game,
here.
and I hate the
No,
shit out
whatever.
of Black Ops 4 Zombies.
We'll get there.
Alright, so next is Call of the Dead.
I like
Dude.
Call of the Dead.
I played that map on mobile.
Is that one the jungle one?
No, that's the one with the boat with George Romero.
Oh, I haven't played that one. That's
Oh,
one
I
of the
played
games
that one. It was so fucking creepy because you could see off in the background George Romero just showing up. It's like, what the fuck?
I remember
it-
when
He
is
was the
the-
tallest and the strongest zombies out of all of them, and he would bitch slap you if you got too close.
Is it the Xbox version where it's like really bad, where all the glaciers in the background are fucking like black?
No, the Xbox version was the better one.
Which one was it that had the black glaciers?
The
Then?
Wii version?
There was a Wii
Mhm.
Yes.
version.
Yes.
Well, if you guys count mobile had extremely poor textures. I played it on the LG Viper, which was like 2014, I believe.
So an old phone.
Mm-hmm. And I also played it on the Samsung S6.
Ouch.
Did not work on the S7 Edge.
But I think George Romero was really cool, and they've never done anything like that since.
The Black Ops 1 maps are like really good, but it's just everything after it kind of improved upon it.
But
Forgot about Shangri-La, bruh.
Actually,
That map is absolutely trash.
That map is
Is
absolutely
that
trash.
one the jungle one?
That's the
the
jungle
napalm
one.
zombies
Okay.
were
Pain.
low-key a
With the-
pain in the
with, like, the
ass.
With
trap
the baby gun?
Oh, the baby
The
gun.
baby gun was the fun part, dude.
no, fuck the baby gun.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Let me just walk into this train real quick.
And they still can hit you.
Oh, that's true.
Like, oh, I made them all babies.
I mean, the napalm zombies were like low-key kind of.
The boss zombies were the worst part. Every time a fucking Screecher or a Napalm would pop in, it's over. And the Easter egg?
I never
that
want
was
to do it ever
hard.
again.
Me and Manu are some of the only people on PSN that have done the fucking Easter egg.
We're the
I'm not
three-
even kidding. It is my 3rd rarest trophy in all of my, like,
What was it?
4,000 trophies.
Was it like 3% or?
It was like
way
0.1 or 0.01.
I have to check.
It's fucking insane.
I'll confirm in a bit.
Don't want like Shangri-La. It was too hard.
Yeah.
Also, you need
Shangri-La fucking
You low-key need 4
sucks.
people.
You do need 4 people. It's part of the Easter egg because you can't turn on Pack-a-Punch and you can't do the part to turn it to the eclipsed mode.
In Black Ops 3, you could do it with 3 or 2 if I remember, but
No.
it was super fucking hard. But almost no one likes Shangri-La, so.
Me and Beta staying out of this. We didn't really play these maps that often.
Shangri-La fucking gives me a headache. I hate Shangri-La.
Moon is the one where I used to like when I was because I started big on Black Ops 2, right? Never got the DLCs. So when I heard about what Moon was about, it sounds like the coolest shit ever.
I know. I remember being in middle school. My cousin was like, "Did you know there's a zombies map on the moon?" And I thought he was capping.
Dude, the Easter egg for Moon's super fun.
Bro, there's a dog on the moon.
Oh yeah,
true,
the dog.
MC Sports Hog brought it to life.
There's also a man that's slowly walking at you.
Yeah, he likes to fucking tickle your butthole.
Oh,
He's steal your jug.
The astronaut?
Yeah.
That has the random gamer tag.
He has a gamer tag?
Yeah, he has a random gamer
They changed it to developers though on BO3.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was like, oh, Kevin Sherwood's fingering my butthole.
Whoa, chill, bro, chill.
He's like, give me your perks.
I remember I got Zombies Chronicles just to play Moon, because that was the one I always wanted
Really?
to
Insane.
play. Yeah, because I was on that, because like some of the other ones I could just go back and play them, but I had never owned Moon, so I was just like, yeah, let's do it now.
This is the one, and
Dude.
I feel like it was overhyped. I don't know.
I could see where like
I could see why the appeal was there.
Like narratively, at the peak of its story, I could see why it was super hype.
Holy shit, the ending of the Easter egg is
that Easter egg has one of the greatest endings.
It does.
like spoilers.
You blow up the Earth.
You blow up
Okay.
the Earth, and it actually is canon.
Back to the Shangri-La part.
Yeah.
It's 0.1%.
Whoa.
No, that's the
PSN?
lowest it shows. Are you on PSN profiles?
Does it go lower?
Yeah, it goes way
It goes
lower.
way lower. It
Holy
goes,
shit.
I think it's way less
No,
than
but
that.
one like Shangri-La.
Shangri-La's way too hard.
So for like the Black Ops 1 zombies, I think I was like pretty much a go-to person for like Moon.
Yeah, Manu's our moon guy.
Dude,
Whenever
I did that Easter egg all the time back then.
Yeah, and we'd just always be chilling on Black Ops 3, and Manu would be like, Moon?
Doing the
Moon Easter egg?
Couldn't you guys do it with two people as long as one of them was Richtofen?
You can do it with one, as long as they're... And the first player will always be Rick
If
Toffin.
you
yeah,
play
because
with
Ray Toppin can hack everything quicker.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And because you have to be Rick Toffin for the Easter egg, too.
Yeah, after so I learned about it a lot when I was researching the story of zombies when I got into it, like around Transit. But it's just like that's when Richtofen takes over the zombies.
Yeah,
That's the moment,
so,
right?
Yep.
There's,
That's chaos, right?
No, that's not chaos. That's ether.
So there's a cool thing with that. There's places. So Rick Toffin actually becomes the announcer, and Samantha has Eddie's voice lines. So that's pretty cool. And did you guys know if you go to Area 51 during the nuke, it shows everything blowing up?
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's super cool.
Wait, once you blow up the Earth, I'm guessing you can't go back to Earth 51.
You can. It's just already radiated.
Yeah, it's all screwed up.
Oh, that's lit.
And you
Now I
gotta-
want to play Moon.
You go to Area 51 for like Pack-a-Punch.
Oh, dude, the music it plays on Black Ops 3,
Mhm.
it goes so well. Like, the visuals are just amazing and so beautiful when you blow up the Earth.
It reminds me of my favorite Easter egg, but we'll get there soon.
Did you guys also know on Nuketown, after I think it's round 25 or 30?
You can hear Marlton in the bunker.
No, that's not it. You can hear
I thought it was the girl.
the announcer changes, and it changes to Richtofen because
Oh, yeah.
Nuketown takes place at the same time as the Moon Easter egg.
yeah.
What?
Yeah,
When you die in Moon, that's when the nukes hit the Earth, isn't it?
That's insane.
and so all the zombies' eyes turn blue, and
Bro, back when they-
Richtofen becomes the announcer.
Back when they flawlessly planned the story. But now going on to the best or the start of the peak.
Transit.
When they got into the-
Transit.
when they
Oh,
got
love
into the
that.
ship.
Transit is
Love that.
beautifully
No.
terrible.
I don't
Okay, I'll agree with that.
It is
When I first
fun.
started Transit, I walked into the fog and I was like, what the fuck going on?
It's just so spacious. It's nice. It's like
Solo transit is awful.
it is awful.
It's-
If you were there
it
with a
sucks.
team and you're basically like you're you treat it like an exploration team kind of.
Mhm.
It's so fun.
So much fun.
Dude, so I've actually started playing Transit for real. Like,
What do you mean for
2
real? Did
months
you
ago.
not
Well,
play?
I was a dumbass kid who didn't know how to play it properly. But I would always get on the bus with my cousin and scream until we died on round 10.
Oh, you just stayed on the bus?
Yeah.
No, we'd go.
Wait, doesn't the bus driver kick you off at some point?
If you
no,
knife him,
if you abuse him.
Get the fuck off my bus.
if you EMP his ass.
But yeah, I remember the biggest lore was the nav card stuff with the bus driver that never came back. The fabled bus route B.
Speaking of bus route B, so like the 2 months ago when I started playing it for the first like time for real, I did not know there were so many like paths in the fog.
Yeah.
Like I knew Nuketown or not Nuketown, Noct was there,
Yeah.
but I didn't know how to get
In
there.
the corn maze. I remember I was super proud because I actually remembered how to get there, like all the movements.
Bro,
and everything.
retrospectively looking back on it, transit's fucking huge.
It's huge.
Weighing in at 32 Nocturne totems. but I'm not ashamed to say it. I love Transit.
I love Transit too.
Me too.
It's probably the
I feel like
worst
you're-
map,
No.
but it moves into
No.
that like backwards into like the tier list where it goes so far off of F it moves back into A.
I feel like your opinion of Transit just depends on when you got into the Zombies franchise, kind of.
Yeah, and it's nostalgic too.
Yeah.
But it's like nostalgia compared with like modern.
Yeah, the Avogadro was the coolest thing about that map.
I still don't know
hated
how to
it.
kill him.
You have to EMP his
You have
ass,
to EMP
or
him
you Galvanacle
use the
him.
Galvanackles.
Yeah, so me and Gold, we've been playing it together, and and the Avogadro spawned, and we kind of just left him until like we died because we didn't know how to kill
Dude,
him.
I was scared of that dude. The moment I saw him, I was just like,
When that happened, because I used to play with Beta, my brother, and occasionally another cousin as a 4-man team. Whenever that happened, we would just stand formation and just prepare to just unload everything into him.
But it reminds me how much of a dickhead kid I was too, because I used to grab the jet gun pieces, not knowing what they did. And when I would die
The
with
jet
them.
gun was
That
the
gun
most disappointing
literally
thing
sucked.
ever.
Oh,
die
man.
machine.
The amount of effort you have to put in to get the jet gun.
It's
like,
not worth it.
Just to get sucked into the zombies and just get hit.
Yeah, or to just have it break like after like a minute.
Yeah.
I know it broke, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check on the fan?
No.
No.
That's the turbine.
I don't think I played Transit enough.
You did eat white bread growing up.
Moving on, we have Nuketown Zombies.
Was that
What
the
are your
next one?
thoughts?
I never played that one really.
You know,
Yeah, me neither.
It was interesting when they introduced Nuketown Zombies because it took place in Nevada.
Cause how did you get that map? Cause it wasn't part of the season pass.
I think it was a pre-order bonus.
Yeah,
But
it was a
I
pre-order
got it
bonus.
later because of my friend Gold.
Cause I have the season pass on the OG Xbox 360, and I don't remember having Nuketown on the map at all.
It wasn't very interesting. It was randomly generated like a machine.
Yeah, cause the machines
So-
would fall out of the sky, huh?
Yeah, every 5 rounds.
Yeah, I know a lot of the lore behind Nuketown. I think that's so going back to the lore, it's like I really like Victus as a crew.
We'll get there.
The
But
Marlton. is my favorite-
I
is
liked
my
them
man.
as a kid, but as I grew up, I fucking hate them.
Victus.
They're so annoying.
Bro, I love Victus.
They were ruined too by BO4 because Marlton turns into a simp and
For Misty?
For Misty, yeah.
Who wouldn't turn into a simp for
Bro,
Misty?
Me.
Yeah,
Bro,
bro,
about
you're gonna show
cowgirls.
You horny ass middle schooler telling me to bend over while I was Misty.
Bro, yeah. Bro, she has pink underwear. You
Bro,
can
how do you
know that?
Because you can literally aim at her ass and you can see it.
Go to
sticking.
horny jail.
Yeah, bro.
That's the definition.
Hit it with the bonk.
Bonk.
But yeah, I really like I really love the Victus crew. I didn't really appreciate I guess it wasn't even Ultimus. Because I think Ultimus is my least favorite group out of all of them.
the World at War BO.
The old ones, because it's the old ones are Ultimus. The new people from Transit are Victus, and then the ones in Black Ops 3 who are the young ones are Primus.
Yeah.
Ultimus is my least favorite.
The Origins crew?
Well,
Origins
the Ultimus
Cruise
was
Primus.
like charming of the era because that's just how video games
They
kinda
were
work.
they were charming, but they didn't have any depth to them.
Yeah, but we'll get to the cruise later. What do you guys think about Die Rise?
Die Rise,
I
I
love
love
Die
Die
Rise.
Rise.
What the
Which one is
fuck?
Die Rise? Is
The
that
skyscraper.
Oh, okay. I remember that
That
you had me
was
play
so
that one,
fun.
and then you had me use. No, you told me, oh, jump down there, and you can get a PH flop.
I'm sorry.
I know,
died.
I know for a fact there are zombie fans listening to this who are in physical pain, hearing me and Beta agree on this.
I'm in
Die.
physical pain.
They can literally die on round 2. I don't care.
I
The
cannot
Sliquifer.
stand.
Just like the team coordination. I guess that's what it comes down to. We always played as a 4-person group, but that
Oh.
team coordination you needed to like optimize the map.
Okay, let's be real though, Claro. We were low-key dumbasses.
We were a team who would run off to do the wrong things a bunch of times, and just getting stranded across like the gap in a different building, and having someone have to go on like this solo adventure just to revive you. It was like the hypest thing ever because you just have everyone else going like, "Ooh."
Yeah, okay, that is hype. But I think the funniest or the best memory I have on Die Rise is like 2 months ago, I was teaching my brother how to play BO2 because we need a 4th person for the Easter eggs.
Yeah. Bro, fuck the Die Rise Easter egg though. That shit's too complicated.
Guess what I did? Gold let me have the Sliquifier.
And you slid him
And
off.
he was walking near the edge and I went, boop. He went,
The slick-
what the hell?
The Sliquifier was my favorite thing on that map. That and the trample steams.
Dolphin diving onto the liquefier?
Bro, dolphin diving, like using the liquefier on the zombies and just sliding through them.
Oh, that's all I remember.
Bro, but using the trample steam to do like the big building to building jumps was the craziest thing you could do on that. Because it was always
I
funny.
missed one.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Not the ones where they're like touching tips, but like the one off to the side, like in the big hole in the wall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember always doing that one, and it'd always be like, "Well, who's going first?"
Die Rise did have a lot of cool stuff though. Like fuck the jumping jacks, but like
The jumping
I think
jacks are fun.
There
though.
was so much verticality, and I think that's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was so
and there-
different than any other zombies map.
the upside down part of the map too. That was really cool with the mystery boxes on the ceiling and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then right next to that was the AN-94.
And now he's standing die rise.
Moving on.
Remaster it, you cowards.
Remastered.
I remember
Bring
so
back
many
Who's
people
Who.
wanted Die Rise Remastered.
Bro,
Reveal 3.
okay, so shout out Giant J25 for raising money to afford a billboard outside the highway exit of where Treyarch Studios is that says remastered Die Rise, you cowards.
There was who was it? JC Backfire. There was a Twitter clip of him driving by the billboard, and Johnny J was sitting on the fucking lawn in a chair. Staring at it. That shit was funny as hell.
Alright, next map is Mob of the Dead.
No, it's not. It's
Yeah, it is
Buried.
Mob of the Dead. Buried it comes after that.
Oh well, do
Yeah.
you guys want to stick with Victus and then?
No, I feel like
Well, I mean, Buried is kind of like a one-off thing.
No,
Well,
Mob of the
okay.
Dead is a one-off thing.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Hold on.
My bad.
We're gonna
Had
do
it
Buried
backwards.
first
Alright.
because
I don't like. I think Buried is my least favorite.
Really,
Black Ops
I think
series.
Buried might be my favorite Black Ops
Buried is
series.
cool because of the witches. I think that's what they were
No,
called.
I hated the witches.
And
There's-
also,
Oh no! I thought it was super cool if you did you ever guys hear the challenge of like if you ran through like the witch's house without taking any damage?
yeah,
get, like,
you get
a
the
free
free
perk.
perk.
You get the
That's
free perk.
that's a real thing.
Yeah.
That's not a rumor.
Yeah, no, I've done that before, but it's like
It's dope.
I was never good enough to get it, so I didn't know if it
I'm
was
still
real.
not.
also, what was it? What was the guy's name? The one that's like always
Leroy.
Like, in the, Leroy. There we go.
Bro, Leroy.
I remember because people would always be like, "Arr," like they would make the Leroy Jenkins joke.
Leroy.
Bro, my man Leroy was the man.
He was
Yeah.
the MVP,
Bro,
Or actually,
Oh my God.
actually, we called him. Is his name actually Leroy?
I'm not sure.
Oh, his name's like Arthur, isn't it? Because he's
Oh,
he's
yeah.
one of the knights from Dreisendrach, isn't he?
Yeah, he's one of the knights from Dreisendrach.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, Buried and Dreisendrach are directly linked.
But I remember we used to call him Lenny because around the same time we played that map, so we read of Mice and Men. So we called him Lenny.
Oh no.
Wow. I did not know that actually.
My first experience with Buried, I hit the box and got the paralyzer.
Oh my
And I was
god.
like, wow, I got the whole
the stupid
experience right
time
here.
bombs literally pissed me off.
We never knew how to abuse him.
Which
My,
one
my
was
friend
those?
ran me over with Leroy. But he said, get out of the way, get out of the way. What?
Bro, I literally hate how that's the only map to have Void Trade.
Oh yeah, Wartrade was so
Volt Trade
good.
is a vibe.
Which one's that perk? I don't think I know that one.
It gives you like X-ray visions where you can see a bunch of stuff around the map,
And it gives you
like
a green mist.
and it gives
And it also gives you like ammunition.
you
Yeah.
like the ability to like collect like prizes off the zombies basically.
Scavenger, right?
Basically, yeah.
Dude,
I remember-
they
okay.
fucking have that on.
I remember that they wanted that in Black Ops 3. I remember that they wanted that perk back for the old remake maps. I remember.
But it's only ever existed in Buried.
Yeah.
You good, bro? Is something going on? All right.
Alright,
Going back to Buried, I think
So-
the biggest complaint about Buried is I felt like more than any of the other Black Ops 2 maps, I felt like it always ended the same.
Yeah, it's too easy.
Because you'd always have like the so what we always do is like you know like that little alley between next to the jail cell or
With Juggernog?
yeah.
Everyone
So
goes there.
you put the turbine down, you put the wave motion cannon, and then you put like the chainsaw blades like at height level to like basically turn that alley into like a last stand where it's just everything's
Yeah.
tunnelling together and they're just getting rocketed out by that machine and occasionally you throw bullets.
I
in.
And if
remember
someone has
so
the
much from
paralyzer,
Thanos.
literally you can stay there forever.
One of the funniest videos of Buried is, you know, Eat That Pussy 445?
Yeah.
So, back in the day, he uploaded him playing, Buried.
Read?
Buried, yeah. And, I just remember his intro. What's up, guys? I'm here on Resolution 1295. I'm out here with my homie.
Man, old times.
But yeah, I think Mob of the Dead is probably
One of the greatest maps ever.
one
Okay.
of, that's
Dude,
easily
so
one of the greatest maps.
Here,
ever.
here's why I wanted to separate
The
them.
remake made me like the original. So
No, I hate the remake of
That's
Mob
why
of the
the
Dead.
Blood of the Dead made me like Mob of the Dead so much more because of how much they changed.
Here's my thing. So, World at War through Buried was this guy named Jimmy Zielinski.
Jimmy Zielinski.
Yeah, so he made all those maps.
And then, no, he wrote the stories for them, basically.
No, he basically, like, he was the
I know what you
director
mean.
for
I know
them.
what you mean. He was like the creative director for it. And then
Yeah.
Jason Blundell took over
And with Mob of the Dead.
with Mob of the Dead.
And then that started the golden age of zombies.
Such amazing.
So,
I think the end of Jimmy, the start of Jason is like really strong because you have someone who's getting the payoffs from their groundwork set before, and someone who's trying really hard to impress. So it was like a good transition of like just quality.
but Mob of the Dead, I did the Easter egg for the first time last month.
Really?
And let me tell you. Oh my god, I was
cancel or
so
did you
wrong.
continue the cycle?
I love Mob of the Dead.
Bro, the part when you just start spawning Brutus on the bridge
Yeah.
Yep.
is the most hype shit ever.
Like, who cares there was only 5 perks? Who cares that...
Was it really only 5 perks?
Yeah, there was like Electric Cherry and then
No.
the 4.
That's
No,
what they introduced Electric
Deadshot
Cherry.
Valkyrie was on that map
Oh,
too.
okay, yeah, it was Deadshot instead of Quick Revive.
And then
because of
PhD
Afterlife.
Flopper just mocking you.
Wait, I thought also
On the edge
Who's,
of the
I thought
map.
also Who's Who was the one. The one that you
No,
could
no,
revive.
Who's Who
That's
was
a
only on
Dyrus.
the
That's a
Dyrus.
Dyrus only.
But
PhD Flopper mocks me.
Bro, Who's Who would literally be trash in
Did
any
you-
other map.
Did you ever see there was another, what else was on there was 2 discontinued perks like just outside
It was
the map.
Mule Kick.
It was Mule Kick, yeah. Just
But-
staring at you.
I was really wrong. I have the shame of playing Blood of the Dead first. And I thought the map was terrible because of how it was
Oh,
structured.
how structured Blood of the Dead was.
Yeah, and I'm so sorry.
The spirit, the ghost forms in Mob of the Dead is what's so fun.
Oh yeah.
And there's
Yeah,
so many like
Afterlife is
upgradables
amazing.
in Mob of the Dead. It's like the golden, it's like
The golden spork.
Yeah, you got the
And it all
Asgats, you got
feels
the Hell's
natural,
Retriever
too.
and the Redeemer.
Like, I don't know how they did it, but the progression in that map feels the most natural
Yeah.
of any
Guess I'll
map.
die.
Getting to Pack-a-Punch is so fun.
Yeah,
Flying
getting
that
all the
plane.
plane parts.
Making the plane for the very first time and being like, oh shit, we're going.
Realizing you're stuck on the bridge with Brutus once he hits the fucking chairs.
And my friend, the first time we did it, he said, "If you know, you know," and he was holding his retriever when
And
we
he
were going off
throws
of
it
the
up
plane, and then he throws
and then
it.
it's just following you the whole time you're flying.
Yeah.
Hey, remember that?
But Mob of the
What?
Dead
I
is
killed that guy. You've been in the joint too long, Al. You turned into a fucking pussy.
One of the things though that I can't
That
say
intro
I-
cinematic is great too.
One
Where
of-
Johnny Cash is on Rusty Cage.
Yeah, one of the things I can't say I enjoyed though are the characters.
I love the
I know
characters.
that'll get me in hot water. Because I know everyone has like a personal connection, and I'm like, I don't have that nostalgia, so
Bro,
I just don't care.
Zetsubo no Shima retroactively made that act, the story of that place way better.
Zetsubo?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not Shadows?
No, it's Zetsubo.
Okay.
But in
Explain.
Yeah,
because
explain.
in between Zetsubo, at the end of the Zetsubo Shina Easter egg, they have the blood vials on them,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
When they
that's
come-
Oh
right.
yes.
and that's when the whole theory about the blood vials started, and then everyone
I
started focusing on
remember
Mob of the
that.
Dead way more.
Oh,
But-
wait, why though?
Cause the story of Mob of the Dead is like 4 guys trapped in like purgatory basically, because basically they were planning to break out of prison, but one of them sold them out, and like he's like an incarnation of the devil, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know.
The Weasel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Weasel.
Weasel.
And so there's 2 versions of the Easter egg. One where everyone
Kills the weasel.
where everyone kills Brutus multiple times, and then it says the cycle continues. And then there's one that you can do where Weasel turns on the rest, and you basically have to fight whoever's the fuck's playing as Weasel, and all the wardens spawning. And if you do that, the cycle is broken. But because they're caught in a time paradox, once they start going into multi-dimensional stuff, they need the blood of that so that the premise group can stay outside of a time paradox themselves.
So when me and Gold did the Easter egg, I somehow managed to keep myself not spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we got to that part of the Easter egg, so he said,
Hey, Loona.
Hey Loona. I said what? And I looked at him and I noticed my aim assist and my reticle turned red. He said, "Die." He fucking sniped me.
Were you the weasel?
He was Weasel.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I think retroactively the story, we're gonna have to come back to this because I feel like we're not gonna be able to talk about all the story at once.
Yeah. But moving on, I guess we got Origins. Origins is
Dude.
fucking
Bro, Oranges
really
was
hard.
probably so hard.
Yeah.
Oranges
It was hard
so
to find.
good. I
Yourself.
like the sour taste of oranges.
What?
Bro, mandarins are better than.
What
Bro,
the fuck?
Mandarins was like literally the best map. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
dude.
Huh?
Yeah, I love modded zombies.
Hold on, am I tripping?
Why?
Are you guys talking about oranges?
You said origins.
Yeah, get that cotton out of your.
Fuck.
So Origins.
It's a hard map.
That
hard.
Yeah,
It's not hard.
It is. It's pretty.
I
hard.
think that's probably like the map where we learned how to pick up the game a bit
Yeah.
more seriously.
Because I feel like well, here's the thing.
It's really tight.
Mind you, me and Beta were like playing that game nonstop until Origins came out. So by then we had basically had like a full training arc before the map came out.
The training montage starts playing.
So we went from like knowing jack shit to being some of the most solid zombies players, like able to do any Easter egg. By the end of it.
Scratch the part where I said like my first Easter egg I did it on Black Ops 3. I actually did it on Black Ops 2 on Origins with I remember these two people I always used to play with.
Name and address withheld.
You remember them, Loona? They're spelled differently.
They're dead
Yeah,
now,
but
bro.
no, I know who you're talking about. I sat next to them in junior ROTC.
No, they were.
Well, besides the point.
Anyway,
That's off topic.
Anyway, so they would always like carry me through the game. We do the Easter egg like every single time we got on Origins.
What was your favorite staff?
Not
My
fire.
favorite staff,
Bro,
Not
the wind
fire.
staff.
Wind staff gang.
The
Wind staff
Ice
gang.
Lightning staff. my
Ice
guy.
staff, bro.
Fuck
No.
the lightning.
Ice staff, let's
Ice
go,
staff,
man.
let's go.
How
Yeah,
am,
the fire staff shit.
Yeah.
how am I the odd one out here? Okay.
No,
Okay,
look at it
lightning
this
was
way. You
not
didn't
bad.
say fire staff. That means you're not the odd one out. Whoever chose fire.
Yeah,
Borealis
fuck you.
Fire was
Fury
easy to
game.
upgrade.
Fire
Oh God, if y'all said the same
Gross,
things for
dude.
the bows, I'm a slap.
What was the most annoying one to get?
We'll get there. We'll
Fucking-
get there.
Lightning's the most annoying one.
Because we had set like a set 4-person team all through Black Ops. So once we found out there was 4 staffs, it was basically just all right. Everyone look up how to upgrade your own staff and then come back.
I always had to do lightning staff
I
because we were a
always did.
3-person team.
I always did lightning too.
I liked ice staff because you had to kill at.
No, I like lightning because you had to learn how piano keys worked.
Yeah,
Yep.
that one was annoying.
My favorite-
You also had to run around the whole map.
The red one was annoying because you had to learn Tetriary.
No, dude, ice was fun because the shovels and also.
Bro, it was literally the most boring one to make.
The ice
All you had
one's
to do
the-
was dig.
Oh, let me just dig when I see snowflakes on
much.
screen.
Nah, bro,
Yep.
because at some point you had to dig when the Panzer was out.
No.
No, it was when it was snowing.
It's when it's snowing.
Nah, there was like
No.
you do
No.
something with the Panzer.
That's for
Bro.
the fire staff.
No,
Ah,
The Panzer drops the fire staff part.
I think the fire staff had the best build though, or maybe wind. But wind also sucked because you'd be waiting for like 20 minutes.
No, waiting
just for
waiting for the fucking
Oh, the
robots to show up
robots.
to get step on you, bro.
Step on me.
No wonder,
that was
no
for
wonder
the
the
Thunder
Sims
staff.
picked the fucking
no,
wind
was that
staff.
with the wind or
The wind.
Thunderstep used a tank.
Yeah, the tank, those jumps were such a pain in the ass. 'Cause if you missed it, you had to wait.
Yep.
But I liked building the fire one because it's like you shoot down the plane, you get to the 6th generator. And
It's probably
you
the
kill
quickest
Panzer.
one to make.
Really? No, we
Yeah.
always built the.
No,
fire
I mean,
one.
it's
It happens
It's the
naturally in
quickest
the
because it's
production.
natural.
it's the Panzer, the tank, and
and the
then-
plane.
and
You
the
shoot
plane,
down
yeah.
the plane.
Yeah, the plane literally spawns like around 7 or 8.
Did you ever do
The Panzer also spawns around the same time.
You hear that noise?
So that's the Panzer, the plane, and then the last generator. That's what it is.
Which, I mean, if you're
You
turning on the
naturally
power
just do it.
anyway.
What's it called? The fucking. Have you ever gotten the super punches on Origin?
Yes.
Where you have
Yeah,
to carry
yeah,
that
that's part of
that
the
bitch
Easter
ass dirty pebble all the way to the fucking.
We've actually
tank
gotten
station?
the Iron Fist.
And here comes the Iron Fist.
That shit was so there was a super punches.
The
and then
monkey bomb. That's basically just the
Oh,
Zeus launching
That
rockets.
thing's
at you.
amazing too. That's how you unleash the beast, I believe.
Yeah, you break open the.
Fuck,
like, the
dude.
whole-
Oh my
That
god.
was scary. I was like, "Hey guys, you guys ready?"
Manu, what are you doing?
And
Run!
I just literally say, "Anybody got fire staff? That's what we're gonna need. We're gonna need fire staff.
It spawns
Somebody
like
grab it
20
right now."
Panzers.
But
It was
that's,
like-
that's the only thing the fire staff was good at, huh? Killing panzers.
Yeah.
Moving on though, for the sake of brevity.
Just so we can keep this to our normal schedule, because we have jobs that we still have to work around. Hopefully, within the next couple of episodes, we can start recording longer episodes, because we won't have ties to jobs at this time of the day. That's regularly scheduled programming.
Moving on.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Shadows of Evil?
Oh, dude, that fucking
That-
was amazing.
Okay,
That
okay.
map-
Here's the thing. Here's the
Beginner
thing that-
friendly. It was a good beginner.
Beginner friendly,
No,
my
that thing
ass.
was
Wasn't?
that thing was
That was the
abusive.
giant.
That thing was abusive
Bro,
towards beginners.
that thing was hard.
I remember I
fucking
played
sucked.
so I played with my normal group during Black Ops 2. It took like 3 years before Black Ops 2 came out. We didn't really play together anymore. So I need a new group. My soccer friends were very casual into zombies. And I remember playing with two of them specifically all the time, and then the third one would always be someone else, random. But they would be so lost when I would start to pop off Because they'd be like, bro, why do you have a sword? Why is there red? Like, why is
Dude,
there
that
red
was the
now?
weirdest part. It's like, why is there a fucking song?
And I was on the train, like, bro, what is the spaghetti language you're putting in? Why do you have an egg? Why do you have an egg on you?
How did you used to name them, the symbols?
I didn't name them.
Oh.
I would be like, oh, fast forward, play, backwards
You
play.
named
I always so I had a sandwich system. It was like cheese sandwich, reverse cheese sandwich.
For me,
that's actually a good way to think
For
about
me,
it.
it was double arrow, arrow, arrow.
I think that's the way
I did the
probably
one that
remember it.
Claro did.
Yeah, I would do
pause,
like pause, reverse play, stop, everything like that.
Destiny. All right, crab turret.
And then it'd just be like, that map was not beginner friendly at all.
Not at all.
Like,
I like
bro,
it because
Which is funny 'cause it was the first map I
Marguas were.
Bro, why the fuck do you have an octopus on your
What
hand?
were they called? Were they called Marguas?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, the beasts were
Yeah,
called Marguas.
Marguas. I remember because they would be like, like the fucking yells like, well, I know where to shoot. And
The
then
most-
the
the most hype
fuck
thing
them
about-
up so
They
fast.
still one shot you
Yeah.
if you don't have jug.
Yeah, but
the
at the
most
same
hype
time,
thing about the entire
Was the meatballs.
that
yes, that was the first time I realized that those were the equivalent of the dogs.
too. The Shadows of Evil was the first time I was actively part of the community during the Easter egg hunt.
Same.
And so when it happened, the cutscene happens, and Rick Toffin shows up to just snatch that thing.
Oh,
from
dude,
you.
I was like, whoa.
Dude, I was waiting for the DLC to
Because
drop
everyone up until then was like, I like the new direction they're going. They're like rebooting the series. And then Rick Toffin shows up and I'm like, fuck.
Thank you and goodbye.
Bro,
Yeah, they did the same thing with Classified, where the round 150 Easter egg,
Oh,
and it's all the Ultimus characters are just chilling, like, what the fuck do we do now? And then Primus comes through the portal, like, sup, we need you.
Oh, but yeah.
Bro, I think Shadows of Evil is probably the most gorgeous map in all of Call of, in all of Zombies.
Let's go.
Dude, the Easter egg
And
songs
so-
were amazing too.
Dude, the
I
backstory
think
for the characters
atmosphere
themselves were
for
For
good.
the entire map was literally so amazing.
The only better intro cinematic is probably the classified one when they have the
Yeah, mate, I
like
think
that
you're
animated intro. Yeah.
Oh yes, that reminds me. Of a
My
lot
favorite
of
one was the
007.
Die Rise intro.
No, my favorite one was the
The one where they die?
Shitty ass like scaling.
The one when he gets chomped. And they're just like literally
No, but
moving
I
the
fucking love
JPEGs.
Rust, man.
Unironically, the Origins had one of my favorite intros.
Yeah.
The Mexican standoff with all of them in the
Oh yeah,
room.
they were just like.
Bro, with Rick Toffin holding Maxis's brain.
Yeah. That was a bro moment.
That was a big bro moment.
Epic brum.
Yeah, and then it did the introducing the Primus characters with Shepherd of Fire.
Yeah, bro, that's one of the strongest intros I've ever seen. That and them falling in Garad Krovi.
Yeah, but
We'll get there right now.
So Shadows of Evil is one of my favorite maps just because it is
Absolutely love
nostalgic.
I feel like
And-
it's one of the better maps, but you need people around you who know what they're doing. Because if you
that's
go into
true.
that with like casual, it's not a casual friendly map.
No.
Like I would not start someone off with that map. I would play something else with.
I
play
would
the giant
not
with them.
train your little brother on
Shadows of Evil.
No, I would take him to the Giant.
Nah, bro, throw him off the deep end, bro. Get him ready.
For real.
I'll take it to Revelations, bro. Let's go.
Oh, what the fuck? Hell no.
We're not going to talk about the Giant because it is just a remaster.
No, but I think the only thing I like about the giant is the only thing that's really unique to it is the Annihilator side quest,
Eh.
which is pretty cool.
That's true. The furnace one.
Because
It's kind of a niche thing because you don't really need it.
Yeah, but it was
But
like
it
a little.
gave you free XP.
It was a little teaser of what the story was gonna be for Black Ops 3.
Also,
Yeah.
the pack-a-punch skin for that.
is lit.
Bro, when he shows up and he just shoots himself at
Yeah.
the start.
That was because I didn't know anything about the story when
Yeah,
that map
bro.
came out, so I was like, "What the fuck am I watching?"
Yeah, bro.
He's like, hey, what's
so
up?
so you have the giant, and then you have the ending of Shadows of Evil, and you're like, what the fuck is going
My
on?
God.
Okay, so which one was bro? The Rise and Rock is
The Rise
honestly
is the best map.
best map.
Hold on,
I like
hold
how
on.
we say we
Before
best
we
Let's
get
go.
to the before we get to the DLC maps,
Best map.
what do
Best
you guys
map.
think
Rise
about
and Rock?
Gobblegums?
The gobble, they were a fun inclusion.
Yeah.
I don't like the mega gobblegums.
Perkaholic.
Perkaholic,
gang.
gang,
Perkaholic gang.
I was gonna be I like the mega gobblegums, not the regular.
I'm fine with the normal ones because they don't intrude on gameplay too
Alchemist
much.
one, the one that you exchange instead of points, you would get your ammo back.
Yeah,
that was super.
Oh
fucking
yeah,
good.
alchemical
But
analysis.
but that's a normal gobblegum.
Yeah, that was a good. No,
Sounds like
yeah.
a good one.
I don't like the mega gobblegums too much because I feel like they started to impede on the gameplay.
Also, the now
They
you see
really
me
did.
ones, the ones
Yeah.
that would either
They-
make you hidden or would teleport you around. That one was a good one, and that was
like I
So-
like getting all the perks as an award for the Easter egg. I don't want it as the requirement for the Easter egg, basically.
Yeah, that was the thing with BO3 is that if you weren't playing with megas,
It was way harder.
It was
Yeah.
so fucking
If you didn't have
hard because the
Perkaholics,
zombies were
it was-
cracked the fuck out, and they but it's like
Literally
you
Loona.
fucking walk
After he has it.
you walk an inch in the wrong direction and
Loona
you're trapped in the corner.
Yeah. But I think
Every game since BO3's had that
I
problem.
think the bows in that thing were my favorite weapon of all time.
Shadow. The
wolf
purple bow
Bro,
was
which one?
terrible.
Wolf
Skull bow was the
Thunder, like Stormbow.
storm
Storm
bow.
bow?
I think
Storm bow.
I was a lava
Storm
bow. I was a
Wolf
lava
bow?
bow.
Yes.
Wolf bow! Wolf bow!
What I like doing was a fire bow. That was fun to do.
Dude, because you had to trick shot for someone.
Yeah.
That was the fun part. Yeah,
the-
let's go, man.
My favorite part of the lightning bro process is when you have to long shot that one bitch ass torch from like on top of a mountain.
Is it the
Okay,
one with the
but you
rocket
have
head?
to follow a
felt
wolf?
so
Yeah.
good doing it because you feel like you almost like trick shot something.
Dude, whenever you hit the fucking the rocket pad campfire first try,
Mhm.
godsend.
Also, when you use
cheated.
the stormbow and it just picks up the panzers and they're like flailing in the air. That's the best part.
But
That was the first Easter egg I actually finished.
Der Eisendrach?
First
No, you
boss
missed
too.
I think the wolf bow was also kind of. It was super good, but it was kind of annoying that every time you like shot it fully, it was like.
Bro, that was the best part.
That was the best part. Seeing
And then all the
their,
zombies fly off.
seeing their souls come out of their bodies like if they just got the best suck ever. Like
Doing the boat was so fun because I'd be like, damn, I kind of don't want to finish it, so I can see this wolf just chilling here.
Just toss mini volcanoes on them with a
I
fire
think if you
bow.
chilled inside
Okay.
the wolf, you wouldn't get hurt.
My thing with the wolf bow though is no matter how many times I built that damn bow, that one shot when you're supposed to be wall running was a fucking headache.
what do you mean? I always got it on my
The-
first shot.
Where you have to
Were
hit
you-
the,
were
It
you
the
was
bone.
inconsistent
With the
because it
skeleton
didn't
drops?
work half
Yep.
the time.
Oh,
I shot it
What
like
system did you
3
play on?
times.
PS4.
That's why.
that might explain it.
Yeah, but it was hella buggy. And I would just be sitting there and I went through a whole bow's worth of ammo one time trying to fucking shoot it.
Really?
No, but
Yeah, because it was so inconsistent.
I've never had it that. I've always
It was
done
very
like, the
consistent
first
on the PS4.
Twice.
And
Like
then,
in the first 2 shots, I'd always. Get it.
oh, who's the doctor who talks to you the whole time you're down there?
Dr. Groff.
Dr. Monty.
That the Graf?
Groff.
Groff.
Yeah.
I remember that Easter egg so vividly with the rocket launch at the end of it.
How did you guys name the symbols for that one?
Which symbols? Which
It was the rocket pad symbols.
Lightning, rocket, circle, and D.
I always
Oh.
gave them letters. I was like
I don't- I
SODL.
Reticle, by the way.
I actually don't remember
It's
which one
reticle,
you're talking about.
You had to do it during Simon Says and during Dr. Groff's password when you went back in time.
Oh, I'll have to look at them, but yeah.
Wait, did you ever graph the little plant when you would go back?
Yeah,
Because
we
you would get a
always
free
did that.
gobble gum.
That was a cool Easter
Yeah.
egg.
Yeah, I love the whole story behind that one.
Yeah, but Der Eisendrach is honestly amazing.
It's the peak of zombies, basically.
Is it?
It is.
That's where I started getting more into the story. Because I would look at
It
the
was the
paintings and I
perfect-
was like, oh, what
It
is
was the
this
perfect
about?
hooked. It was the perfect confined story.
I have a really sweet
The
spot
the
for
boss fight is one of the most intense things in that fucking game.
The amount of
So-
times we've died trying to
Yep.
do the Easter egg.
Der
Bro,
Eisendrach.
did you guys ever have the bug where it would crash during the boss fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
We got that
So,
a couple times.
my first-
We would die so many times, and the few times we would get it, we'd die.
It was
My first
truly
my first
amazing.
YouTube video was
Did you ever
actually a
have a
glitch
glitch
on
on
Der
you, though?
Eisendrach where I died during the boss fight because the electricity went through the pillar.
Oh damn!
Oh, yeah.
And
The part in the boss fight near the end when they just spawn like 4 panzers in
Oh, that
is
shit
the-
was fucking weird.
is the one part we would always die at.
I have a sweet spot for Der Eisendrach because it came out on my birthday, and between the launch and the first DLC, I became a zombie god,
Allegedly.
allegedly. So when Der Eisendrach came out and they introduced like the death machine and the other stuff, I already had red hex on every single gun.
Ooh.
I never did the skins on the.
Like imagine
zombies.
going from
I did the glitches to get the skins, and I realized that like red
Pussy.
hex looks.
Bro, you never earn it. He does that shit for every game. He just unlocks shit without earning it.
Yeah.
Another kill
Nah,
knives.
Dark Matter I unlocked.
dude, my
With
friend Gold,
blood, sweat, and tears.
he got Dark Ether already today on Cold War, and Dark Ether is like really
Hard
the
to
equivalent.
get. He's like one of the
Yeah.
few people that have it too,
you got to get like 2,500 headshots with like every gun,
Damn.
Damn,
including the rocket launchers.
and that's after you unlock the level to do that.
Damn, boy, yo, man.
But imagine going from having like no knowledge of zombies and thinking it's just an arcade mode to
A god.
literally knowing everything. And the map came out on my birthday.
Yeah.
I didn't go to school that day.
Yeah.
I
wish my parents
we
would
had
let me
we
stay
had
home.
shitty ass internet. So what I would do is I would start downloading it before I left school.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I would be ready by the time I came back, and I would just tell my mom, "Don't turn it off. Don't turn it off. Don't turn
Dude,
it
I
off.
would
I'm leaving
cover
it
my
on for a
I
reason."
would cover it so it's like so they wouldn't even see a light. They would just think, oh, it's just off.
No, it would be impossible to cover it because if I covered it, she would move whatever's on it to vacuum because it was on the floor.
So, moving on. Zetsubo no Shima.
Setsubo no Shima is the most underrated map.
Yeah, let's go! I fucking love Zetsubo.
Bro,
It was fun.
it's all fun.
We also did the Easter egg for that one.
Yeah,
The problem with Zetsubo is you have to run like shopping free.
I didn't.
No. Whenever me and Claro ran our Easter eggs, we never ran any of like the.
We never ran any
bubblegums.
Mega
Dude,
Goblin.
got my respect, dude. I can't do
Dude,
that.
the build gun for that map was super fun.
I think
because it was the high.
I think the
from
only
specialist.
part about that Easter egg that I can complain about is that you needed anywhere but here at some point to teleport into some random ass room.
Yeah,
Wait,
that
really?
was so fucking.
It was the
annoying.
weirdest
It was
thing-
the dragon room.
Yeah, it was the most annoying part of it, but it's at the end of the day it wasn't that important. But I think like it has like a whole mini boss fight in the middle of the campaign when you get the spider fight. That shit was.
That
hype.
was so cool.
And then
Spider fight was cool.
yeah, and then I think the
And then you got the Free Widows one too from like the fresh.
and then I think the water bucket system is probably one of the most interesting things that they've ever done.
Yeah.
And you got to control a spider.
You know, I think it's really funny that Zetsubo is probably the best aged map in the entire catalog because
You think?
everyone hated it when it first came out.
True. Like it has aged the best. Like it's improved the most.
Setsubo was also the easiest to get liquid divinium because you would get it like super early.
I
It's
never
all the
farmed
Really?
pillars.
I always
Yeah.
farmed it with.
And then the pillar challenges were always interesting.
What I did is I took a shopping free, and I would run through all the doors on Der Eisendruck, and then I dashboard.
That's smart. I
But yeah.
didn't do it on that.
And then
Sensible.
I think that ending cutscene is my favorite ending cutscene. out of all
Oh,
of
the
them.
two.
That was so
when
sad.
when
yeah.
Takio helps himself commit suicide.
Yeah, and then they showed in the what is it, Alpha Omega,
Uh-huh.
and they show that same scene from the fucking
Zetsubo?
in like comic book form, and you're just like,
It's worse.
what the fuck?
Bro, you have the files at home.
Like, and then you load into the map and you see both Takeos,
Mhm.
and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think the tank one was like okay. And but Takio's the one that hits when he dies.
I think Nikolai hit me harder.
Nah,
Oh, bro, Nikolai was kind of sad too.
with the speech that young Nikolai gives to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
and
is
he's like, Vodka, poof.
He's like, I have fucking armor, body armor.
But yeah,
And then
should we talk about the worst map in Black Ops 3?
Yes.
yeah, no, I think Revelations is worse.
No, Revelations is just
No,
You think Grog Krovi
Grog
sucks?
Krovi. Here's the thing: it's not a bad map. It's a bad Easter egg.
it's a broken Easter egg.
It's a broken ass
It
Easter egg
was
for
broken
sure.
for like a year and a
literally
half.
couldn't do it.
We literally
literally couldn't.
Name and address withheld.
Are you sure it's Supply Depot? I don't think you said Supply Depot. I don't know, bro. Just
Yeah.
hit it.
No, I'm sure it's Supply Depot. Hit Supply Depot.
But yeah, aside from that opening, like that was the map I played the least of in Black
Oh
Ops
my
3.
God.
Grog
Grog-
Krovi?
Dude.
It was like the weirdest. I couldn't find like a real training area, so I kind of.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When I got the
Where
Raygun
the
Mark
fuck were
III,
you
it was
taking
over.
me?
Raygun Mark III was the best.
I thought,
Oh,
yeah.
I love the
Dude,
Raygun
the,
Mark
the
III.
little dragon. The dragons were actually kind of fun, just like moving
Dude,
over from the
dragons are the best part. Where the fuck?
They're so rewarding.
Did you ever like
the
ditch
baby
people
dragons.
behind?
I think the
Yeah.
coolest part about that is at some point you enter that house from the campaign where the guy was seeing the tree.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
I remember that.
The fucking the ice tree, the winter tree.
Yeah, that was the coolest
It
part.
was when you jacked
Yeah.
into the girl's name. What's her name? Hall.
Mm.
Sarah Hall. And you jacked into her conscious. That was so fucking
That
cool.
was cool. I remember seeing that.
But it was like the same house, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Black Ops 3 story. I didn't understand it.
We're not talking about the story.
We're gonna talk about the story a different day. If we
Okay.
talk about the story right now, we're never gonna finish recording.
Right.
But I think Grog Krovi had a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah, I would have to go back to it, but
Honestly?
it's very low in my opinion.
You had to have like Dead Man Walking for the escort parts.
I hate that part.
And then you had to have like it was the trials. Like collecting the trophies was really cool, but then once you actually did stuff with the trophies, it was a fucking mess.
And then
the boss fight. ugh.
Absolutely broken with the wraps. The wraps are and the javelins.
Yeah, the javelins would one shot you.
The
with
javelins
Jug.
one shot you.
yeah.
And it was like, even if you had 3 people running fucking near-death experience, it was game over. Fucked up.
And then we have Revelations. Honestly, it's like it's okay.
So Revelations,
It's not bad.
I think we
It's not
gotta
good.
explain it
I don't
first.
think I played enough for
Revelations was the concept of the universe breaking and like a bunch of pieces from old maps like being connected together in like a circle. And I thought it was a good idea.
It was ambitious. I don't think it was executed
I
properly.
think the only part of the map
Yeah.
I actually liked
Was the Mob of
is,
the Dead part?
is when Mob of the Dead transitions into Origins. That was the
Was it the buried tunnel?
it's like the Origins like mound ground, and then underneath it is the Mob of the Dead cells.
Yeah, I guess. And
then
then
also
it was
the-
connected by the buried tunnel.
And then the other best part about the map was Der Eisendrock, but Der Eisendrock is playable in this game.
I heard, so the part of Der Eisendrock I really liked is I liked that they
Kept the
opened
zero
up
gravity.
a wall
Yeah.
that was like closed.
And you could run out of it with 0 gravity.
And then there was the extra room too with the Primus statues because that was a bro moment because you learn about Primus going back in time and it's a cycle that they.
The story of Revelations is much better than the map.
Yes. But except for the Easter egg. The Easter egg makes me want to rip my fucking
Oh,
ear
you
out.
mean having to shoot random stones?
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, it's not just that. It's just it's so time consuming with the freaking Arnie's and all that.
At least you can get the Cthulhu cannon in that one.
Yeah,
and you can finally
upgrade it
upgrade
too. Do you remember when everyone was on the hunt to find the
upgrade?
upgrade for the Apothecon in
Yeah.
Shadows, and then Noah J asked Blundell if it was the Apothecon was actually upgradable, and he said, "Yeah, it's upgradable.
Not in
Shadows of Evil." Everyone had a bro
And
moment.
then Revelations came around. It's kind of like it has to be this map, and I feel like everyone was like, "Fuck, put it in."
Write that down.
Didn't you
Right
have to
'Cause
upgrade
the-
Shadows of Evil and then it would be unlocked for everyone? No?
Because the Apothecon servant was never meant to be upgraded in Shadows of Evil, but the code for it was in there.
Yeah, I remember Vanos.
Yeah, like you wanted
back
to
in
do
like
this, you just
2015,
upgraded like.
he just upgraded it.
Oh no, you had to do like a glitch. You had to like switch
Yeah,
into
you
it.
switched
And it would
as you were
like
switching.
as you
to
as you were
Spare.
paying for the pack a punch.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the actual way you're supposed to do it. They patched that out eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But like the Apothecon servant actually got upgraded in Revelations, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, but I feel like Revelations was like really.
It was a clip show.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable, but after you did it once, you kind of knew everything about it.
For the sake of speed, though, we're gonna move on to the best game of the series.
Honestly, I didn't
hate
like
it.
Black Ops 4 when I fell out of it.
Yeah, I completely fell off. I only really played the Gladiator map.
Oh,
I don't know which
nine.
one.
Oh, damn.
was.
9 was good.
Yeah, but that one
Warrior
was
of
fun.
Despair?
No, 9.
No.
Okay.
Voyage of the
so
Spirit fucking sucked.
I'm gonna hit you with the hot take. Chaos was so much better than Ether.
No.
Fuck you.
No.
No.
Is Chaos,
Hear me
Chaos
out.
the old
Hear me
dude, the
out.
buff dude, the girl, and the
It's a new team.
Chaos
Okay.
were all original maps,
Okay,
and the storyline was good until Ancient Evil.
I thought Ancient Evil was the one everyone said was the best map.
Yeah, worst Easter egg in story.
Okay.
But
I think
I really enjoyed Voyage.
You know what it was with Ether? It's like seeing an old relative who can't move anymore. It's like, damn, it's like, bro, like just stop. Like
So-
Stop, you're hurting him.
So basically,
You're hurting
the thing
yourself.
is Black Ops
my
4 over its year.
the biggest thing that took me out of Black Ops 4 was the new perk system. If I'm being totally honest.
Yes.
I got used to it.
No,
and then
I
actually
couldn't
grew
get
into
used to it. Because I feel like with the old games, there was kind of like a charm of like panicking and
And
having
being down
to,
in 2 hits.
and having to kind of restructure your strategy depending on what was closest to you if you went down at some point.
Yeah.
Because you knew where Jug was, you knew where everything else was. So
well,
you have
except
to be
there
like,
was no jug.
yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, you started
But
off
if
with
in-
Jug technically,
in
'cause
the-
you took more hits.
In Black Ops 4, you had to pick 4 perks. So you basically had to plan your strategy out before you even got into the map.
You could also choose
And
which
you
one you
couldn't
wanted to be the
change
most
it.
The
expensive
thing,
one. If I
the thing
remember
that they
correctly.
failed the most on is they removed the 4 like essential perks like Jug, Quick Revive, Double Tap, and Speed Cola.
Well, I kind of get the logic behind why they removed it.
Except
it's like
the
everyone's
reason
gonna
they
get
did
them
it is
anyway.
so that they didn't have crutch perks.
Yeah,
Except
crutch perks.
the 4 just became the crutch perks.
I know.
Like the Winter's Whale, Dying.
Yeah,
Wish.
there was a new meta basically.
It was like you remove the 4 favorite perks
I feel
because
like-
they're crutch perks.
I
and
feel
just
like
add
if
more
you had
crutch
turned,
perks.
I feel like if you had turned the crutch perks into like rewards, like you could unlock Juggernaut in the map, but not
Yeah.
have it be a perk. That would have been probably a healthier system.
Black Ops 4 is a headache, but
It was a whimper of a
So-
way to go out for Blundell.
me and Gold, we did a marathon
All the
of all the
map.
chaos maps.
Mhm.
And we did all the Easter eggs in one day. We actually had to do Voyage twice because we died on the last phase of the boss.
Oh.
And I actually very much like the Easter egg for Voyage of Despair.
Yeah.
It was fun,
Well,
except for the planets part.
I like fell out so hard when Black Ops 4 came out because just so much of the game was not good.
Yeah, dude, I played like one match of zombies and I was like, yeah, nah.
So
Yeah. and then when because I was like I only followed like the YouTubers after a while. Like I didn't buy the season pass for that game, and so I was hearing all these things. And then when I got to the end of the, because I was only caring about the Ether story, right? Like I didn't care about falling with Chaos because I was just like, oh, I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna follow this story because it's not like it wasn't
I still don't know
engaging
what the
enough.
story for the character.
Yeah, same.
yeah,
And then-
don't worry about the story. The
and
story
then-
fucking sucks.
And then I only really got back into it at the end of Ether. But at the end of Ether, it kind of like it felt kind of like sad, not sad like emotion, but it was kind of like pathetic, kind of that like the game, like this long story had ended in a really lukewarm way, and like the community had basically died by the time they got to it.
Oh, but it came back. We'll get there. But so basically, the thing with BO4 is that it released 4 Ether maps which followed the same storyline, except for the fact that the storyline had already ended in BO3.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of like an encore that nobody wanted. And all 4 of the maps were remasters.
That's what I didn't like the remasters.
No, they were
Blood
bad.
of the Dead was the worst.
That's why
remaster.
I say Chaos is.
Yeah, I could say that for Black Ops 4.
Now you're making sense.
So-
Now you're making, because I think the one that stands out the most is that Blood of the Dead fucks up the flow of Mob of the Dead so
Yeah.
hard.
Just because of that weird spawning.
Here's
That
the
weird
thing, though.
start, yeah.
Blood of the Dead has a really nice Easter egg.
It has a super interesting Easter egg, but the actual
and it was really
game,
sad too.
The actual game, oh yeah, the ending with Richtofen on
Yeah.
the electrocution.
Mm-hmm.
But the actual build-up of the map itself is very underwhelming.
The first half of the Easter egg sucks dick too.
Yeah. With
But
the
like
random
after
stuff.
you get to the in-game cutscene where you're stuck in the cells,
Yeah.
that's when the Easter egg picks up and it becomes good. But so starting with Classified was a remaster of 5 in the Pentagon.
They really did a good job on that.
Yeah, they did. I like that they added a new song.
Yeah.
It was the only map that I'd say it did better, but that's because 5 wasn't very good in the first place.
And then Alpha and Omega was
It
was in
third.
Nuketown, right?
We'll get there. So, and then after Classified, it was Blood of the Dead. Blood of the Dead, we already just talked about.
Blood of the Dead is Blood of the Dead.
Voyage of Despair. I thought I was going to hate it because everyone else hated it, and I'm going to have a Joker Society moment. I'm tired of pretending like I think it's a shit map. I really like Voyage.
Well, you're one. That's definitely one here.
This is a powerful message.
Like, the Easter egg was fun, and it was a good Easter egg. But then we had 9, which I did not enjoy as much as Voyage, but it was a good map still.
It was enjoyable.
Yeah, it was the most BO3 of the other
No,
maps.
it was
Yes,
not.
it was.
It was the most BO1 of all the maps. It was like that old classic design of like a simplistic
It
map.
was more BS than BO.
Oh, shit.
So for the sake of speed, we're gonna speed run this so we can still talk about Cold War. After that, we had
The fucking
Ancient Evil.
warehouse, the werewolf.
Or Dead of the
that
Night.
one
I
sounded
really like
sick.
Dead of the Night.
Yeah, conceptually, I think that map probably piqued my interest more than any other map that's been out to date, but I heard it was a shit show.
Yeah, they fucked up really bad because they didn't advertise the map; they just dropped it.
Oh yeah, they shadow dropped it.
And then so the Nosferatu are worse than the Denizens when you're playing on normal difficulty.
Denizens aren't that bad.
No, well, it's okay. The Nosferatu jump at you and like just fuck everything up because they take away your health regen for a short time, and it's like really, really bad. But I really enjoy Dead of the Night. It's my favorite BO4 map.
Cool.
Ancient Evil was a cool map, but a bad Easter egg. The bosses were cool. The Giggity. That's what we call them. But I really love Greek mythology, and so I think that was like the best part of the map for me. But moving on, we had Alpha Omega, which was a remaster of Nuketown. Alpha Omega sucks dick.
Did they also incorporate like the underground bunkers from?
From Blackout, the fucking battle royale mode.
I did like the ray guns.
I think
I think the elemental ray
I think
guns were pretty
Blackout
cool.
was a more enjoyable zombies game than the zombies mode that year.
But Alpha Omega's Easter egg was really, really bland.
Oh, dude, it was so complicated.
I
too.
did it the first time, and I was so bored the whole way. It was just
Enter the
reused
password.
Easter egg steps from other Easter eggs.
Enter code.
The only good thing I like about that Easter egg is the Avogadro's origin story.
Yeah, and Peter McCain. But lastly, we had Tag der Toten, which was the conclusion of Ether.
The wet fart of the story.
Oh my god. We had the Victus crew, which the only good member is Rustman.
What?
What?
Yes.
How dare you
I will,
diss
I will
Marlton?
die on this hill.
How
Well, you
dare
won't
you?
die right
You will
now.
be whipped by the power of Misty.
Get your titties out my
Misty,
face.
bitch.
Stillinger was also interesting.
I thought they were all interesting.
They were all interesting because they all...
Rustman, bitch!
If I'm honest, Misty was the
Cooler
least
than a
interesting
witch's
one.
tit in a brass bra!
Misty was literally the fan service.
Exactly, she was the least interesting.
Ooh, Misty's Dempsey's granddaughter.
Oh, I'm 14 years old and I'm seeing a girl
I
with
remember
a...
that.
Wait, Misty's whose granddaughter?
No,
Dempsey's
no, she
That was
just
a
says her dad's a
shitty theory.
marine.
It was a shitty theory that fell apart really fast.
Yeah.
But it had a nice ending, and the Easter egg wasn't bad, but
Had a
I
nice
think the
ending.
map itself was
Yeah.
not very interesting. But moving on, we have Cold War, and at the time of uploading, it's
None of
only
us
the
have touched Cold War.
I've
I
touched
mean,
it
except
a
for
lot. I'm already
Loona.
level 100.
Oh, dude, Cold War's hella fun.
But so
Cross-platform, by the
I've
way.
played it so much. I already have 3 days played on it. And when we're recording this, season 1 is about to come out next week.
Yeah, I wonder how they're gonna release the maps now because they're doing more like a...
It's free,
Yeah.
and I think that's the best part.
Does that mean
But-
the maps are going to be worse?
No, okay, Cold War I'm really enjoying it. The problem is that there's only one map on launch.
But it's a pretty good tier map.
Yeah, it's basically expanding upon Noct, where you get to go outside of the Noct area.
Oh, I've heard about it, yeah.
And there's an underground area, too, where the Soviets were experimenting with the Dark Ether, which the Dark Ether is now the replacement for the Ether, because at the end of Tog or Toten, they closed the Ether and all 4 of the characters in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, to have an excuse to have zombies in Cold War, they introduced the Dark Ether portals, which all the zombies and shit are leaking out of.
So it's kind of like tears in the closed ether?
Mm-hmm.
So,
and the crew is the multiplayer characters and the campaign characters, which I thought was going to suck, but I actually kind of like them now.
It kind of makes sense because, you're going in as a crew to investigate.
It's a recon crew.
I don't know what they're gonna do next for like the new maps. I don't know if they're gonna add like a different character.
I can't wait for Richtofen to show up.
But maybe you might have to work with them as the recon crew. You never know.
I can't wait for the moment in the story when Primus shows up to replace the crew.
There's so many little things too in Cold War that are like fan servicey things. Like everything in the Dark Ether is like fused together versions of everything else. Like the heavy zombies are like Brutus and the Panzer mixed. And the Megatons, they're actually their own unique thing, except I hate the Megatons because they're fucking impossible to kill.
They're annoying when they start splitting.
But my favorite part, the Wonder Fizz, is different now. Instead of giving you a random perk, you can choose your perks like a vending machine.
That's kind of...
And
it's pretty cool.
The cool part is that...
I don't know how I feel about that.
It only spawns on round 20, but it makes sense because there's no perk limit now. And there's no Gobblegums or anything either. So the Wonder Fizz is all of the other perk machines, the old versions, all fused together.
Okay.
So it's a lot of fan servicey things, and the map itself is pretty fucking good. I'm just waiting for more maps though before I have like an official opinion about Cold War.
Cold War, so I'm gonna hold off on mine.
But it's free, isn't it?
Yeah, it's free. Cold War, I'm really enjoying it. Well, there's a lot of different things that will take a little bit of getting used to.
We'll definitely have to come back to this once we have more knowledge on the current zombies.
Here's the thing, compared to the other 4 games, it feels really fresh. And Jason Blundell, who started the golden age of zombies and also ended it with the worst age of zombies, he's out now. He quit, I think.
Yeah, no, he got released.
So now it's a new guy working on Cold War.
Hey bro, you're fucking up the series a little too much. Get out of here.
But there's already been... I remember reading the leaks for Cold War, and they all ended up being true. And I thought it was going to be bad, but I really liked it. They did it well.
Any closing words?
COD zombies do be hitting different.
They do be hitting. And we'll be coming back to this soon. We just out of time today. We got life responsibilities.
Well, thank you guys for listening this long. It's even if you didn't know what the fuck we were talking about and we were just talking too fast because we know what we're talking about.
I know. There's gonna be someone who's gonna try to keep up with this and be looking up with 20 different tabs open.
But that's the best part, getting into the series.
It is, but it's way too much, and at this point, some of it doesn't matter.
Thank God we didn't get into the story.
Yeah,
the story's like more convoluted
than the games, not to the story.
I saw how much time we had left to record, and I was just like, no, still don't get to the story.
I hate to say it, but the story's more convoluted than like Rick and Morty.
That's not a hard threshold to pass. But alright, so going on that was Loona hosting today.
Yeah, unfortunately I gotta wait 5 weeks again.
Maybe. You never know.
But, so, moving on, Claro.
On the next one.
Have you decided what your topic is?
I have like a list of ideas that I've been holding on to for a while now.
Okay.
But I'm trying to figure out which one works best at the moment. Alright, Claro here. A weird topic, but we're gonna be ranking fast food places next week.
We're all connoisseurs of fast food considering we eat it every week.
How much we have it tied into our routine of recording this. I feel like we should use it as an excuse to talk about some trash opinions that I've heard about fast food places.
Burger King can suck my dick.
Until next week then.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Stay on Loona.